are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious. So they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And taken right at the 35. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. There he goes, right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, An open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you know...
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And the Buccaneers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Carr to throw. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Corral looking to pass. 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Third down, Corral. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Agnew now to return. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
first down. Here's White. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Carr. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On 2nd and 10, Corral. This one caught by Ridley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Corral to throw, 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for more. Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. William Jackson with a pick. And the Bucs are going to get the football back at their own 17. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Carr. And he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Looking downfield for Godwin.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
29.
Throwing his car on third down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulder.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A gain of 39 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They try again with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. A quick throw by Corral. It's complete. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on third and goal. Third and goal. Here's Corral. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, Two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Fakes the handoff here. Corral.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On second down, Cook. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have moved out in front.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
You're mine.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr forced out to his left.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Here's Corral on first down.
And able to find Alan Lazard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. They run the counter with Cook. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
On the play fake, Corral.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Alan Lazard, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing now is Carr. He's got a man. That's Marshall.
Right now.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Carr, and he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
To throw is Carr. Steps away to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
1st down. Here's Corral with it. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Corral. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
The way he's been slinging in the 1st half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. To throw again on 2nd down. Corral going down the middle, and it's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. 2nd half action underway. And this will not be returned, so the 2nd half begins with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Carr. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. They're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll go up the middle with White. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, we're good.
On the draw, here's White. And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Well, another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
734.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Yes, sir. White.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And his kick is indeed good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Running off tackle with Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being...
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Carr now to throw.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
On first down, Carr. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. He completes this to Russell Gage. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Play action. Now it's Carr. That's the tight end Hurst with it.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Rashad White, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Point after, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no